Will's Review. I'm your host, Will D. And today we're going to be doing stuff a little bit in reverse. We're going to start off with our fans of the week and our pictures of the week because we have a guest coming for the rest of the show. So we got a little bit backtracked since there was Father's Day and a couple of birthdays. And June is just a really busy month. But I think Charles has everything set up, right? So first we have Oscar De La Fuente, who's won this several times before. So shout out to him, and he's been following the page for about the last year and a half. We have someone new who I'm probably not gonna say all of it because I will butcher the ending. But Hina, who's been following for like the last 2 weeks, and yet she's already beat most of you people. So y'all gotta stop slacking. She's getting beat by a newbie. From Instagram, we have Mr. T. Less, who's won this several times before in recent history. And, of course, our very own Kiki, who is literally the station kitty cat. See, we have someone in the back laughing, but she's yet to meet Kiki and doesn't realize how serious I am in saying that. Like, very. We had an argument about this the other day because she was saying, well, people call me, like, little lamb and this, that, and the third and all. And I'm just like, Kiki, you literally act like a cat. You have mannerisms like a cat. You have the same like attitude as a cat. Like, it's ridiculous. You need to just like you meow, okay? So you're the cat. And then from this past week, we have Marilyn Perez, who's relatively new to the page. So shout out to her. Joe Forenza, who's won this several times before and has been following those reviews, I think, since the beginning of the fan page. We have Blaze Blends, right? And he has been following, I think, since we were at Nightline. Yeah. I don't know. If you're still making those drinks, let me know. DM me. I'm trying to find out what's good. You can't be on 42nd Street anymore, so, it's got to be home service now. You have Everybody Hates Bree and Spacey GX, both from Maryland, so shout out to the MD. And last but not least, I found a really interesting picture of my friend Shakina, who has some explaining to do as to why she's taking photos like this. But I will be hitting you up later, young lady. This is not acceptable. This is like my freshman when I was in high school. Like, she was no. But shout out to you. I will be talking to you later. You need a scolding. But those are the fans of the week. And for the pictures of the week, I found some pretty amusing ones. So first off, this baby is pretty much representative of everybody before they realize that the beaches may open in August. Because you had no reason to stay on your diet, and there were tons and tons of snacks everywhere. And the next is pretty much a shout out to my friend Jen, because she always has something to say about the Bronx. So can you please explain to me why your borough just forgot how to keep counting? Then 60 Street, 60 Drive, 60 this, 60... Why? Why didn't you get to 61? Okay? And when you get to 61, you do this again. What's going on? You have some explaining to do, too. All right, so those are our fans. Those are our picks. And we're going to go to our first commercial break. When we come back, you will be meeting our guest, and we're going to get into the usual news and movies. So, Charles, if you could, take us to our break.
She's so fake.
She's such a slut. You can see the layers on her face.
Look at her chicken legs. Oh my god.
How short is that skirt?
I can't believe she'd even put that on.
Is that her dress? not even on her
It's
hardly.
not even covering her up.
It's actually disgusting. Oh my god. How can she do her hair like
I don't even know how this girl has
I
friends.
saw her talking to Holden the other day. Who does she think she is?
I bet she slept with the whole football team. She's not even pretty. She's gained so much weight. She looks like a cow.
Such a good idea. Watch this.
You're good. Oh my god, that's so funny. You gotta post that. I got an idea past this.
Oh my god.
We were talking, right? Okay. And we're back. So obviously I'm not by myself anymore. And if it's not obvious, Charles fixed the lighting. But I will have her introduce herself, and we're going to learn a little bit about my guest co-host today.
Hi, my name is Joyanne Jeffrey. You could just call me Joy, though, because I'm a very joyful person. But I don't really know what to say about, about myself.
You started well. You started talking about yourself.
Should I, like, go through my resume or, like, where I'm from?
Oh,
like,
yeah, definitely say where you're from. Yeah!
Okay, all right. I grew up in Brooklyn, lived there for, like, 14 years, but now I reside in Queens. Love it way more than Brooklyn. I'm a writer, a reporter at Closer Weekly, and, yeah.
Really hard to make a bio intro on a dating app.
It's like you're walking into a room and like you're mingling with people and you have to like say who you are all the time, and then it's like, okay, like, you're just over it.
I actually find
So-
that way more easier because everyone's uncomfortable. But now you're just talking to a camera.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I am. Let me chillax. I'm gonna chillax.
See. So this is proof that's not Irish coffee. She's still tense.
Don't knock my coffee. It's really good.
She's tense. Wait, so what did you order?
Okay, iced caramel latte because my sister put me on it like years ago, but it's really, really good. It's dead good.
I was really expecting something fancy.
It is fancy. It's just because I don't have it in like the fancy cup, but this is fancy. AF.
Iced caramel latte.
Iced caramel latte. I'm gonna put you on. I'm
No.
gonna put you guys on. I swear.
I mean, there's nothing that sounds fancy about that.
really?
It sounds like the basic at Starbucks.
Okay, wait. So then, what's your coffee order?
I mean, I get something simple too. I do. I
Hear.
just get a vanilla latte with whipped cream.
Sounds kind of basic.
I said it was simple. Damn. See, I didn't say it was. No, I'm not talking about I want some hot chocolate frappuccino ice. I'm not all that. I don't even get into the whole. I went to the store. I went to Starbucks. What was this, Thursday?
Oh, okay.
And no, it was Friday. I went Friday, and I'm just like, can I get a large vanilla latte? And she's just like, venti or Trenta. I'm like, which one's your large?
Because I do not know what that is either. Like I always say, like large, medium, or small. I have no clue what. That
I know
is.
what they are, but I just feel like, bro, there's 6 black people in the store right now. Why are we doing this? Like, why?
Keep it simple.
Like, best believe if I'm going to 42nd Street and you got all the people, like business people, and they look at you funny when you say that, I'm like, oh no, I know how to order it. There's 6 of us. We're on the Lower East Side. No white people around. I'm just like, come on, man, just give me the large. You know what it is.
Exactly. Like, come on, we're from the same place.
Exactly. See, I'm not bugging.
I'm right there with you.
It's
I'm
nice
there
to
with
know I'm not bugging. Especially when you can go to Dunkin' and do this exact same thing. Can I get a large? And then they're just like, here.
I do have to say, I do like Dunkin' better than Starbucks, though.
I cannot agree. I can't agree.
Those are fighting words.
No, I didn't say Dunkin' was
Fine
bad.
words.
Me saying Dunkin' was bad.
Have you
It's fighting
tried their culottes in the summertime, though?
The reason why I prefer Starbucks to Dunkin' is that when I ask for a flavored thing at Starbucks, I taste the flavor. When I ask for something with flavor at Dunkin', I taste coffee.
Okay, let me get this. Do you order the pumpkin spice lattes?
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
Because I was about to get on you if you said
No,
that you do.
I legit will try anytime that they have something caramel. I'll try something if they have vanilla. I'll try if they have something, whenever they have something new, I'm just like, let me give it a try. I like their frozen drinks.
Okay,
I do like their frozen drinks.
Yeah, I think that's like the best thing that they do is frozen drinks.
But as far as the coffee goes, just every time I taste, I'm just like, this is just a really strong coffee. Where I bought this to try this new vanilla
Yeah.
flavor,
Oh
and it's
my
just
God.
coffee.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. If I order something vanilla from Starbucks, it tastes like vanilla. Caramel, caramel. And in fact, if you know that they're bad at the store with the coffee,
Oh my God.
extra pump. I
Oh
can
my
do that, no
God.
problem. I say something like that over at Dunkin', they look at me like I'm
No,
crazy.
but I would even be hitting them up if they're like bad at the coffee because then the lady gonna give you attitude, then it's like not what you want. It's
Oh
like
no
a whole
no no no
situation.
no! I'm pretty good with customer service people.
Okay.
I do pretty well, mostly because I'll actually tip when I just don't want to carry the change.
You tip.
Yeah.
I don't tip at all.
You don't have to. It's a tip.
Okay.
I don't think people should expect tips.
Even when I order from like Uber Eats though, I still don't tip.
You know why I'm okay with that? One, because you can add in a tip later, and two, because more than half the time they get the order wrong.
Oh, okay.
Either
yeah,
the
okay,
person
yeah.
delivering it messes
Yeah.
up. Like I don't know how many times I've ordered from Uber,
Mhm.
and like I'm like, hey, make sure there's a fork or there's napkins, because I know
Oh
the
my
store might
God.
forget,
Yeah.
and they don't. They just like, here.
But for like some restaurants, you have to like literally click the thing that says bring napkins and forks, which
I've
is like crazy.
literally never ordered from a restaurant that's like that. If I'm using Uber Eats or Grubhub, it's because I'm too lazy to walk to the
Exactly,
McDonald's
it's
or
like
the
it's
KFC or the
Even
like.
though it's like 2 blocks away, it's too much. I
No,
understand.
well, no, it's different because like at my job, you have a certain amount of break time. So if
Okay.
I can order ahead of time and have it delivered to me, I don't have to waste time traveling. I spend the
Oh.
entire time of my break eating
So you
and
normally
chilling.
do it when you're at your job.
Yeah, when I'm at work.
Okay, okay.
Or if I made it home and I get comfortable, I'm not wearing my pants, I'm just like, I'm not going back out. Not doing it.
I order when I'm at home, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I
But-
don't want to get ready. I
But
don't
you
wanna go
mentioned
outside.
you're in the boonies, so that makes even more sense.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. And I have to like drive everywhere. 'cause
See?
it's-
No.
Yeah. You know where I live.
Yeah, no, I'm not. If I were you, I
It's a whole
wouldn't.
situation.
Yeah, I would be ordering all the time. If I'm not cooking, I'm ordering. Like, there's no way I'm stepping back outside to go through all of that again.
But my friends think I have a problem because all of my money goes to Uber Eats. Like literally every single thing that
All
I
right,
buy
so
is
this
Uber
is
Eats.
what you do.
Because I can't cook.
No. This is what you do. To make them feel better, you get a Grubhub account too. Now it's not just going to Uber. That's it.
It's both apps. It's
See,
both
there you go.
things.
Now it's just like, hey, I'm supporting multiple businesses here. This is how that works. All right.
I'm good.
Okay, so now you've gotten to know Joy just a little bit beyond just her name. Okay, we got to that point.
Yes. Okay. I think that was a good introduction.
You feeling pretty chill now?
I'm feeling
You used to
chill.
it? All right, cool. So we have a couple different stories I wanted to talk about, and I think one of them is a pretty interesting thing. And mostly this is because a lot of stuff has been happening lately, especially with the whole Black Lives Matter thing and all the police brutality stuff that they're trying to get rid of and all that. But one thing that's been brought up a lot is the fact that now people are using this as a catalyst to jump into other causes. One thing that's been bothering me is that now they're trying to divide and separate cause, and even though it's an idea to unite, but now they're trying to make this about, instead of just being a black issue, it's black men, black women, black trans, black this. I'm like, why can't we just be black people for a moment? Instead of having to make sure we're talking about each and every group that we rep, why can't we just be black people? No, in this particular case, the black part is very important. Very, very important. But how do you feel about this?
Okay, but wait. But why do you say that? Like.
Because the moment that and we see it with a lot of other groups, but the moment that we start talking about the differences is
Yeah.
exactly when now, right now is not the time to be trying to call each other out on the BS, but to just kind of be like, look, we got to solve this problem first,
Okay.
and then we can fix ourselves.
Okay. No, I
Because-
definitely get that. I do. I was scrolling on Instagram yesterday, and then like my friend posted this video of this guy who was gay, and he was like getting beat up by other black people. The person who was gay, he was black, and then he was like, "Oh, we should be like, black trans, their lives matter as
Mhm.
well, and stuff like that." And I was like, yeah, I definitely get that because there's like an issue in the black community with like how we treat people who are gay or whatever. So it's kind of hard for us like all to come together during this time. It seems like.
I completely get it, and I get, but you see, the moment that we start talking about, and you see how you treat your own whatever, it just gives the opposition fuel. You get what I'm saying? Like, now's not the time to be bringing all that up. If they do, they do. We don't talk about it now until the agenda's met.
Right.
And there's certain things that need to be passing laws right now, and that are actually in motion. Get them through. Then the next battle. And I feel like every time
Let's all focus on this.
well, no, every time that there's a black, specifically a black movement or a black, one of these BLM things lasting at least 2 weeks, because some of them only last days. But the moment that happens, then everybody wants to start to springboard off of it. When there's an issue on, gay rights, it doesn't spring into a whole nother thing. When there's an issue on women's rights, it doesn't spring into it. But when it's a black issue, now we have to talk about black women and black trans and black and I'm just like, can we just be black for a moment? Let's just get this done as black. Keep this black versus blue. And then we can break it down into different shades. Are we talking obsidian? Are we talking kind of gray? Or we can get there, but let's just be black for 5 seconds.
Okay. No, you're definitely right though. Like we all need to come together and be on the same accord, like to reach the goal that we all want to reach.
Right. And in all honesty, I feel like if we come with that mindset, right, when you see, unfortunately, you're going to see like the same situation happen with those guys beating up the trans man. Then you're going to see others stop them if we all come with that same mindset, rather than, well, he's making himself different in the first place. That was, I've said it before, the greatest thing the white man ever did was make the black man hate himself. So right now, we don't need to be thinking about what makes us different. We're all black right now. Let's just be black.
That's facts. That's true.
So I just wanted to see where you stood on that one. And then one thing that I found funny during all this was that there was a march in Canada, and a man showed up at the march in blackface and was immediately arrested by police.
It was a white man?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why would he do that though?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
But it wasn't even like just, blackface. He painted like every part of his skin like a really dark black.
Oh my God.
And they were like instantly when he was noticed, the cops came out of nowhere and just arrested him. It was like, what? Just him.
I'm like actually surprised that the cops beeline for
him, right?
Isn't
that?
At the Black Lives Matter march and everything. So that's something. I don't know, but it's crazy. Like, why would you? Why?
I thought that was just a pretty interesting.
It makes no sense.
I didn't find out any more beyond this initial story. I don't know if it was like one of those.
He's probably all lives matter. He's probably one of those.
Could be someone who thought he wasn't doing anything wrong, because some of them are like that. There are some, especially right now with everybody fighting over Tropic Thunder. Like how many years later?
Wait, what are you talking about?
There are people who want to cancel Robert Downey Jr. for being blackface in Tropic Thunder.
Oh my God, he was, but that movie was so hilarious.
But the whole point of it was like how dumb he was to do that.
But what I liked about Tropic Thunder was how they went about it.
Exactly.
Like they made it known that this man is literally doing blackface and the other black guy in the movie has a problem with it. Like, it wasn't like offensive, like,
but here's the thing. This charge is not led by black people. That's the best part. Okay. Black people aren't even mad about Tropic Thunder. It's like a Karen. It's a Karen who's upset about him being black in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, okay. I just found out what Karen means the other day, too, on social media. I feel so old because... and I just found out what, like, no cap means. Like, wow. So I'm really old. My age is showing.
Okay, we are not that far apart.
I know, but it's like when you're not in high school no more, you just don't want to keep up with the trends and the lingo and the dances. It's like, for what?
Well,
for what?
Men don't dance anyway, so.
You don't dance?
Men don't dance.
Oh my God. How do you not dance? You're black.
Men don't dance.
Oh. I don't believe you.
I'm like Wale. I just two-step. I don't dance.
Do you have Caribbean roots?
Half.
Okay, what is it?
My mom's side's from Montserrat, St. Kitts in Jamaica.
Oh my God. You bring shame to your family.
I don't dance.
We need to hit the club one day.
Definitely
I'm gonna force you to dance.
You will never get me in a club.
I'm gonna force you. How do you not like clubs though?
Clubs are whack. I go to bars.
We're completely two different people. I hate bars because you literally just sit
No,
down,
no. You
looking
see,
in someone's face, and just
this is the
talk,
difference. This is the
breathe
difference.
air.
When you go to the club, it's like all of this extraness and egos and wannabe personas and trying to show off and flaunt. I'm not about that.
What?
You go to a bar,
Oh my
you get to actually
God.
talk to people without everybody even thinking you're trying to like smash.
Nah,
There's a
Oh
bar
my
that
God.
there's a bar I specifically go to because
Okay.
people just you can talk to anybody. You guys start drinking together, eating together. They even have room
Okay.
for you to dance if you want. Stuff
Okay.
like it's just a different vibe. Every bar I've been to is one of them they made us pancakes one time just because someone in the group spoke the same language as them.
Really? Okay.
Like they
well,
came
that's
with free
kinda cool. That's pretty
champagne and
cool.
pancakes.
That's pretty cool.
Exactly. Bars are just way more chill of a vibe. If I'm gonna be intoxicated in the first place, I want to be happy and chill. Not with everybody. Like you spill a drink and then it falls in someone's shoe and now you're in a freaking fight. And as dumb as the scenario
How
and
you
as
gonna
typical
fight?
as that sounds, right? Like that's happened. That's actually happened to me. This is part of why I don't go back to
God.
clubs.
Okay, all right. I could get with that. But what if you on like a really crazy night where you're waking up in Mexico and you don't remember a thing that happened? Then would you
Then
go
you
to
definitely
a
don't need a club. You need a bar and you need to get drunk bad. That or a boat
Okay.
cruise.
Or a boat cruise.
Boat cruise.
Okay, I did a boat cruise once in my life.
Same.
It was pretty lit. It was good. But there was like a lot of old people on the cruise.
They
so-
I mean if you go into if you're just randomly picking a boat cruise, yeah, you're gonna find nothing but old people. They have specific like boat cruises and then like somebody's birthday and stuff like that and just throw like
Yeah.
a 35 and under crowd.
Okay, I know. I need to party more though. I'm like always inside.
See me, I just drink. I drink when I go outside if I want to.
I hate drinking.
It's
I do.
no.
I just don't like the way it tastes. Like I never got into drinking.
See,
I
everybody,
like how do you, this is my one thing I don't understand about people. Like how do you go your whole entire life drinking Kool-Aid and then you go to hardcore liquor? Like
Oh.
where does that transition happen?
because there's a way to make the hardcore liquor taste like Kool-Aid.
no, there is
And
not. No, there is not. It's still I could still taste it no matter
She don't.
what.
She
people
don't. I
You
make
do?
sweet drinks. He don't
Okay.
drink. He don't drink at all.
Oh, you don't
At
drink?
all.
Okay.
I don't like to really like drink straight. Like I'm not. No, I make cocktails. I make simple cocktails. I make
Cocktails
complicated
are nice.
cocktails.
The
I
cocktails
I
are
make
nice.
drinks.
Like Bahama Mamas and
Stuff like. Oh,
that.
so you like stuff that has flavor, right?
Yeah,
That's what
I do.
I make
I do.
sweet. I make sweet drinks.
Especially like frozen ones.
Frozen drinks.